Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to Jason Core's March 1st, 2012 ban list predictions. Now, I know a lot of you are going to have your own opinions. That's okay. You can just comment below and tell me what you think. But first, let's move on to... I'm only doing the ban list first, so let's move on to the monsters first. Now, first off, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I know a lot of you know this card. You can remove one from the hand, from the field, and from the graveyard. And it's just 27 beat stick. 9 stars, pretty easy to accomplish. A lot of people run this card. It's just, you know, your overall staple. Obviously, we're going to ban this because of its strengths. It has no downs, and that's basically the card. Now let's go on to the next card. Brionac, Dragon of the Ice Barriers. Now this card does somewhat have some amount of a downside, so you got to discard a card and send something back. But even so, you can still clear the field, hit with 2300. 6 star, pretty good. Spore. A lot of people run this in a lot of Plant Synchro decks. Banning this would kill them majorly. But yeah, Spore can return, Synchro, return, as long as it's in the graveyard. Pretty overpowered. Lone Fire Blossom. A lot of talk about this one. Not really much to say here, just read the card's effect, get monsters, Synchro. Next card, Dandelion. Now this card can bring out 2 tokens, easy Synchro, however you want. Any way it's destroyed, just get your 2 tokens. Let's go on to the Reborn Tengus. Keyword here, Reborn. Why? Synchro. Synchro. Right, why not? Let's just add them back to the deck. Just keep getting them back. Whatever you want to do. Reborn Tengu. Now here's when a lot of people are like, what is that? Well, Evils Arlagia. New addition to the Evils. Exi. 2 level 4s. Very easy to accomplish. Judgment. Forever Judgment. Remove 2. It's a solemn judgment. Relinquish. Now, going on to the explanation about this. Many of you are wondering why. So, let's say I get out 3 relinquishes. Relinquish already able to take somebody else's card and use it to attack. Pretty crazy, right? Now imagine this. Xing for Baby Tiragon. They're all 1s. 3 level 1s. Tiragon. Use its effect. Never wonder about that, huh? Alright. Let's move on to the next card. 7-colored fish. Why? Run 3 7-colored fish and 3 aqua jets. Power of its attack by 1000. This card it's not a permanent, it's not an equip, you're just 1000. Power up all 3 of yours with aqua jets. Delta attacker for game. Next card. We're banning the left leg of the Forbidden One. Why? Because all of the pieces are coming with 3, but left leg can also be used in the Tiragon Exi. That's deadly. Lava Duel Slasher. Easiest card to get, common, budget card. Tax, destroys a monster, basically it's BLS. He just looks dumber. Flame Champion. Flame Champion does not have an effect, but if you read this card, it's a warrior that's protected by a flaming shield that nullifies any attack. Any attack. Attack me, nullify. Attack me, nullify. Next card. The Doma, the Angel of Silence. Now, the reason why is because Angel can sometimes be mistaken for Agent. So Doma can go in an Agent deck. No one says you can't. Avatar of the Pot. I'm skipping into this a little bit early, but Pot of Greed is returning. Avatar of the Pot, you can send 1 Pot of Greed from your hand to the graveyard and draw 3 cards. Having that much draw power should just not be allowed. And finally, Pokedrago. Pokedrago is just Reborn Tengu, but Reborn Tengu has a bad disease And it just somehow makes him look like a Dragonite, a baby Dragonite from Pokemon. Alright, now that we have all the monsters gone, let's start talking about the banned magics and traps, or spells and traps. Mystical Space Typhoon. You can destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Destroys a set card, can destroy a permanent. Right now, MST is probably the best staple in anybody's deck. Why? Because it destroys things. Because it destroys things. Next card. Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm is another spell and trap killer. Only it destroys everything on the field. Yeah, your opponent will chain things, but it destroys spells and traps on the field. Whether set or face up, permanents, no one cares. Moving on to the next, we'll go on to trap here. W Nebula Meteorite. Why? Worms. Worms are just worms, because light reptiles seem to be the most populated, are the worm archetype. W Nebula Meteorite allows you to flip all your worms face down, or actually face up, and then back face down. Basically a Book of Eclipse. Reusing their effects, especially like Worm Victory, Worm Jagen, and Zex, is very deadly. Let's move on to another spell card, the Black Pendant. The reason why Black Pendant is banned is because of Reversal Quiz. Reversal Quiz is a spell card. I don't have any copies of them on me right now, but Reversal Quiz, you send everything in your hand and from your field to the graveyard to activate its effect. Its effect is you can call the type of card on top of your deck. If you guess right, then you and your opponent switch life points. The reason why Black Pendant is banned is because you can send your hand, but on the field, Black Pendant doesn't leave the field until Reversal Quiz is resolved. Once Reversal Quiz is resolved, and you switch life points, then Black Pendant is sent from the field to the graveyard. Black Pendant's effect is when it leaves the field, you take 500 points of damage. Your opponent will take the 500. So let's just say you backs to the wall, reduce yourself to 100. Reversal Quiz, you call it right. Now you send Black Pendant, your opponent loses 500 in this game. Next spell card. Release Restraint Wave. Release Restraint Wave is often seen in the Inzektor deck, along with Hornet. Why? You can select Hornet, destroy him, and destroy everything on the field. Then, you get Hornet back. More destruction. Rush Recklessly. The reason why is because it's a quick play spell card. Let's say you annihilated everything on the field. You want that extra 800 because your opponent is at 700 life points. Rush Recklessly, and the game. Mystic Walk. Mystic Walk. Its effect is you tribute one monster, and select either its attack or defense, and gain that many life points. It's a quick play spell card. Tribute one monster. Which monster are you tributing? Your opponent's monster. That's right. Let's say you go into the battle phase. Battle phase, quick play, Mystic Walk. Destroy their monster, gain their life points, and continue the attack. The Flute of Summoning Dragon. Right now, the card is at 3. The card, as long as you have Lord of D on the field, you can special summon 2 dragons from your deck. What if you have 3? You just swarmed with dragons. Lord of D cannot be bottomless. He can be Trap Hold, but who runs Trap Hold? Nobody, that's who. Next spells, and traps actually, is the Final Board. The Final Board, already easy to get in your hand. You can end the duel immediately after playing all 5 cards. Now they can't be played all in the same turn, but when they are played, well, the duel's over. Why would you want the duel to be over? That's just cheap. Now then, now that we're done with the banned cards, let's move on to the cards that are coming back. Card number 1, like described before, Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed is coming back to 3, which means your draw power is amazing. Congratulations. Fiber Jar. Fiber Jar is coming back to 3. Now, the reason why is, yes, you can send all cards back to the deck from the graveyard and your hands. Remove from play still stays removed from play. But your life points don't change. So why was this card banned in the first place? Yeah, you can restart the duel, but it's just getting a good hand and win with Fiber Jar. Tsukiyomi coming back to 3. At the moment, it's banned. But since now it's coming back to 3, you can tag this in with your new Empty Jar deck. Why? Because, well, news today is the Empty Jar did make it to top. So using Tsukiyomi in that deck would be even better. So starting March 1st, you can be looking forward to a Tsukiyomi. Next card, Mirage of Nightmare. Mirage of Nightmare is coming to 2, not 3. Because, well, even running 3 would just be dead anyway. Reason why? You don't want to get rid of all the cards in your deck. I mean, getting rid of 5, drawing 5, that's good. But you don't want to do too much. You run out of cards. That's not the goal here. Mirage of Nightmare, key point into an Exodia deck. Card of Safe Return. Special summoning is very popular. That's why Card of Safe Return is coming back to 2. Not really coming back, but since it's banned, it is coming to 2. But Card of Safe Return, you draw a card each time a monster special summon. It could be your opponent, it could be you. Just draw a card. Shut up. Next card. Graceful Charity. Graceful Charity is coming to 3. Now, a lot of you are wondering, well, why? Dark Old decks? Really? Graceful Charity? Really? Stop complaining. Next card. Giant Trunade. Now, I'm well prepared for this because I have a whole bunch. But now that MST is banned, you're going to want to run Giant Trunade. Send all magic and traps, including yours, but that's okay because you can just set your traps, play your spells again if you have them set down. I don't know why you would set your spells. But Giant Trunade helps clear the back row, lets you swoop in for an attack. Next card, Change of Heart, is coming to 1. We see a lot of monster control, especially from Crash Bugs. They're really rising right now, especially with Mind Control, Creature Swap, getting control of monsters. Change of Heart makes that even better, so now it's coming to 1. You can be prepared for that. Future Fusion is now coming to 3. A lot of fusion decks, it's kind of iffy right now because, yeah, Gem Knights are coming out. Their future fusioning them would be really great. Polymerizations, I mean, there's no backside to them, or downside to them with Gem Knights. Future Fusion just makes the deck the deck. Mind Master coming to 3. That's right, all you psychic lovers. Mind Master is coming back. So, Merry Christmas. And lastly, Cold Wave. Since MST and Heavy Storm are banned, and we have Giant Trunade back, Cold Wave, well, since there's no destruction, just stop spells and traps from being activated for a couple turns, and you got the win. So Light Sworns, you name it, Toon decks, Exodia decks, Cold Wave just helps everything. Well, thank you for listening in on my 2012 March 1st prediction, and I hope you guys have some interesting opinions. So, thank you.